I would like to turn your attention to the resolution that was recently passed at the United Nations with the support of the United States. At the time, I was in Israel, Jerusalem, with my family, standing at the place that has been the focus of Judaism's deepest yearnings, the Kotel HaMaravi, the Western Wall. A rabbi came over to me and said, "Do you realize that with this resolution, they are attempting to take away Judaism's holiest site?" I must say that it's like we are now trespassing on what they call now occupied Palestinian land. People have said that it's like Barack Obama stabbing Israel in the back. I must say that it felt like a dagger in the heart of the Jewish religion and its people. Did they not read the resolution? Do they know nothing about thousands of years of Jewish history? To me, it is analogous of a boxer that loses the match and on his way out takes a swing on the referee only to show a semblance of strength. Barack Obama on a foreign front has been humiliated by Putin and the Russians, humiliated by a Christian genocide that has been taking place in the Middle East for the last several years, humiliated that 500,000 people in Syria have been slaughtered under his watch, and the red lines that he drew in the sand meant nothing. And on a domestic level, humiliated that he and Hillary Clinton lost the White House to the most unelectable presidential candidate in the history of the United States, and his legacy thus humiliated. So what does he do in the last few weeks? He takes a swing at America's greatest ally, Israel. But we must wonder, can it be that there's any truth or validity to this resolution? Or as the Secretary General of the United Nations put it succinctly, is it possible, he asked, that Israel is right and the whole world is wrong? And I am here to tell you that Israel is right and the world is wrong. And it has been true then and it is true today. And when Pope John Paul stood up, live television broadcast in front of 1 billion Christians, and he apologized for 18 centuries of the church's anti-Semitism towards the Jewish people through persecutions, through inquisitions, through pogroms, through the hate espoused. In the shameful past, he declared that the world was wrong. And when he later stood at the Kotel HaMaravi, the Western Wall, and he offered the prayer, and he asked that the Jewish people who are the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, declaring them the chosen people of Israel, he too declared that Israel was right and the world was wrong. The world forgets. But we remember 1947, when Israel affirmed to live side by side with a Palestinian state, and instead 9 Arab countries waged war and crossed the border of Israel to annihilate yet another 1 million Jews. The world was wrong and Israel was right. And the hate that lived so long in the church has now been transported into the heart of Islam, a poison that is within the Palestinian people. And anyone who believes that the core of this conflict is based on residential housings that is being built in Judea and Samaria is either in denial or a complete fool. God in the Genesis of time took the people of Israel and promised them the land of Israel as an everlasting covenant. We, the Jewish people from the right and the left, Democrats and Republicans alike, conservatives and liberals from Likud and Marach, must unite and stand together and proclaim this truth. And we mustn't be afraid to say it. When the question is asked, why would a Jew live anywhere in Israel? The answer must be with an upright sense of truth. Because the Jewish people are the people of Israel. We are the children of Israel, the Bnei Yisrael, and you cannot remove a child from its home. 3,300 years ago, a great non-Jewish prophet stood on top of the mountains and he proclaimed, I see the nation of Israel, it is a nation that dwells alone, and it is not reckoned amongst the other nations. To be alone is not a curse, it is our reality, and when we must learn to embrace it. There is a loneliness that paralyzes, but there is a loneliness that we, the Jewish people, have learned that elicits the majestic human creativity of which we understand that we cannot rely on anybody else but ourselves and our spiritual heritage and the truth that has been entrusted within us. To the Barack Obamas and the John Kerrys of the world, to the United Nations of the world, I ask this question. Even if you do not believe in God or Jewish history or the Bible, I ask you this question. Is 6 million murdered Jews not enough?